Okay, here's the thing, right? I have to be honest with you. I have some shame in my manga collection. I own a lot of manga, and maybe, yes, I pot committed to some series a long time ago, and they've just been sitting on the shelves. And I'm here to come clean, all right? You got me. I'm here to come clean. These are some series in my manga collections I haven't touched. Or maybe I've touched one volume, and I should read them. I know. Listen, there's gonna be some on this little list. I know. I should read them, but there's just so much. But I'm trying to work on it this year. I'm trying to read through my manga collection this year. But yeah, so here we go. I'm gonna let you know what series I have never read in my manga collection. Okay, listen. The first one is Mobile Suit Gundam the Origin. And do you want to know why I own this entire series? Is because when I got into manga collecting, I would watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I felt like everyone had this on their shelves, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, this edition just looks so good on the shelf. They were right. Here's the thing. Mine's pretty much stayed on the shelf. It hasn't really moved. I read this first volume, and it just did not connect with me. And I think, honestly, the reason that I can't give it away is, one, I really like these books. But two is, it feels like, and I didn't grow up with the Mobile Suit Gundam anime, so I actually have no really nostalgia for it, but it just feels like a series that when it hits me at the right time, I do feel like I'm really going to enjoy it. But I just haven't gotten around to it because I keep adding stuff to my manga collection. You know how it is. You're just like, I got all these to read. But here's the thing, I could go to Books A Million. I could pick up a few volumes. I get it. Listen, no judgment here. I completely understand that. But I've really been trying to make a promise to myself, especially this year. I'm gonna read everything that's in this manga collection because I really want to be able to do videos like this and be able to be like, oh, I've read all that. Not just being like, looks nice on a shelf. Looks great on the shelf. I want to be able to actually talk about a lot of the manga in my manga collection. So this is kind of the point of this video, is I'm just going to air it all out. These are series that I have not really touched. So let me know in the comments down below if they're worth it, be like, hey man, this should hop the list. So yeah, first one, Mobile Suit Gundam the Origin. They look great on a shelf. Okay, this next one is kind of in this deep, dark cubby hole. This one's going to hurt. Strap in. Hat Atelier. I have actually read about 4 volumes of this, and I own up to volume 11. I really enjoyed this series. I believe I even made a video when like the first handful of volumes, I think volumes 1 and 2 came out, and I was like, oh my god, this is kind of like Harry Potter, and it feels like it's like this really good child adventure story. But I cannot tell you what happened where I was just like, you know what? I am not going to read that right now. And then right now turned into like, oh, I don't know. When did volume 4 come out? Because that's how long it's been. I get it. No, if you want to go ahead and unsubscribe, I totally get it. No, you go ahead and hit that button. Just hit that unsubscribe button. I get it. I just need to be honest. I just needed to get this off my chest. Again, I'm not saying that these series are bad or like I dropped these series, but I think this is one of the things, and hopefully like somebody can relate, that watches this video, of when you get so into collecting something, even great series falls to the side. You know what I mean? So again, this has nothing to do with the series themselves. This is just series in my collection that I haven't just gotten around to it. Another one, and I really wanted to read this, Deadman Wonderland. I love the way this series looks. Again, looks on the shelves. And this was, again, another series that I bought when I first started collecting. And the way that the spines alternate, white to black, white to black, white to black, I actually even heard that it's like a pretty good series. Just haven't gotten around to it. Another one, listen, if we're just gonna start this little cubby hole is really like my cubby hole of shame. I'm just gonna go ahead and rip this off. Mob Psycho. Now this one, I again have read about volumes 1 through 4. That was volume 12. So When did Volume 4 come out? Because that's how long it's been. I feel like I'm being too honest. You don't like me anymore, do you? You're like, this guy, he rambles a lot, but I kind of really like enjoyed his videos. Now that I know this, well, your opinions of me have changed. I get it. No, it's totally understandable. I am so sorry. So if you're thinking to yourself, hey, I get it. He kind of pot committed to some series and bought a few volumes of them, and didn't get around to reading them because he kept buying. I've been there. Everybody's been there. It's not just volumes. There are some box sets in this collection that I have barely touched. And first one, Tokyo Ghoul. Kaneki, I believe his name is. I think I read maybe the first 2, 3, 4 volumes somewhere in there, and I don't actually think this is a very long series. I think it's 16 volumes? I can just open it up and see. 14 volumes. It's 14 volumes. I think I've read like 3 or 4. This is definitely one of the first box sets that I picked up because I had heard the name Tokyo Ghoul. When I started collecting, and if I didn't have any nostalgia for it, like obviously the first box sets that I bought with Dragon Ball Z box sets, I didn't have any nostalgia for it. I kind of just started picking up box sets of series that were incredibly popular. It's the reason that I picked up the first box set of One Piece. It's like, I've heard of One Piece, and you always hear the anime, it's too long, I'm not gonna watch it. So I just wanted to start reading it. That's what I started doing with like Tokyo Ghoul. I started doing that with Bleach, even Naruto. But if you think that I stopped at Tokyo Ghoul, no. I also bought the sequel series. Once again, at that point, I still had not read Tokyo Ghoul when I picked this up, but I said, well, I need this. I need all these series, because maybe if I buy the sequel series, it'll definitely get me to read the box set. It didn't. It did not. When I started making this video, I didn't actually think that I would feel like shame, because, we all make poor financial decisions in like a collecting hobby. Woof. I am embarrassed. I might not put this video out. I am embarrassed. Oh man. Because it kind of makes me feel bad, and that's why I kind of wanted to like make this video, and more for me too is, I was very fortunate to be able to start a manga collection in general. Not only that, have the space to like build a manga collection. And then these have just sat on the shelves. Oh my God. But we're not done. There's more. Listen, let me explain. Okay, let me explain. One, the spines connect. Okay, look at that picture. Look at that picture. Pretty nice picture. So, I know. And Blade of the Immortal is a little different. I've read the first volume of Blade of the Immortal, and it just did not connect with me. But I will read this. I think I've said this in a video before. This series is another one, I put up with the Mobile Suit Gundam Origins. I'm going to read this series, but it just didn't connect with me. But look at those spines. So yeah, all right. I know. I need to read these series. I'm waiting for the right time. Can you buy that? I'm waiting for the right time. You gotta be in the right headspace to read a vagabond. You gotta be in the right headspace, or a Blade of the Immortal. You gotta be in the right headspace. Oh, there's a little dust. A little dust. It's okay. We'll just get that dust off right there. A little dust. There's a little dust in here. Dust. Okay, I think I just need to stop this video. I am so sorry, but I hope you kind of understand why I wanted to make this video. Because I think someone probably, especially if you made it to the end of it, you kind of relate of sometimes that collecting can get too much and you have really great series sitting on the shelves that you can pick up and read anytime, but you just have something in your brain that's like, yeah, but I just want to go collect some more. Trust me, it happens to me all the time, as you can see. And again, it's not saying that these series are bad or that I didn't like them. It's just that I have acquired so much and been trying to read so much that sometimes they just kind of, for one reason or another, it was just the wrong time, or a series that I really got hooked and wanted to binge read got in the way, and it's kind of just faded off. But I do plan on reading all of these series that I brought up in this video. So hopefully I enjoy them, because what if I made this video of like, hey, like you've put in the comments, like, I love that series. And then I read it and I'm like, ooh, it's not great. But I don't know. I just really kind of wanted to be honest. And I kind of wanted to look at my collection and see what I had read and what I hadn't read. Hopefully you don't hate me and you haven't unsubscribed. Or like you're waiting to the very end of this video and just being like, I just want to hear everything he has to say. And then you just flow. You're like, all right, unsubscribe. That guy. I apologize. Like I said, I just kind of really wanted to make this video for myself. And hopefully you got something out of it. And as always, I appreciate you guys that made it to the end of this video. It means the world to me. And I hope you're having a bad day, it gets better. If you're having a good day, it becomes fantastic. I'll see you next time. Hopefully I see you next time. I'll make another video. Please come back.